life, football is fun, football is the business we do right here on Nigeria Superfans Forum. I welcome you. I am Oluwafemi Ashaolu, and today on the show we'll be looking at the performance of the Black Stars of Ghana in their second qualifying game for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Cote d'Ivoire next year. They are now sitting at the top of Group E with 4 points, a win and a draw. Of course, we told them right last week before they traveled to the Central African Republic, we say, hey, these guys came to Nigeria and defeated Nigeria in the qualifier for the 2022 World Cup qualifier. But of course, they went there and they saw that, man, these guys are actually tough. Kadobdare is very much in the studio, but I think if you ask me, I think the Ghanaians are not doing pretty badly. Kayode, welcome to the show once again.
Thank you very much.
How was your weekend?
Fine. It was a weekend of football.
Okay. The European season was over, but of course we are still being treated to wonderful football right here in the continent.
Exactly.
Okay, let's quickly get down to business. The Black Stars of Ghana, I particularly expected them, with the enthusiasm from the 3-0 victory over Madagascar to, of course, to go to CL and do the business, but it was just a draw.
Yeah, thank you. I saw the game from beginning to end, and I think it was not a bad result for Ghana. They came away with a point. They could have taken all 3 points, but I noticed some fundamental flaws in the team.
I remember you also said that after the game against Madagascar.
Exactly. I noticed some fundamental flaws in it. It was obvious that the Central Africans wanted to stop Ghana from winning. You understand? There's a difference between you wanting to win and wanting to stop your opponent from winning. How did they went about it in a very, very crude manner. The game was so physical, there were robust tackles, and there was this feeling that I had that Ghana are not being assertive. They weren't being assertive as much as I would have wanted. In that case, you could say we missed a personality like Thomas Partey. They needed somebody who is strong, who is physical in the middle of the park. They needed a Daniel Amate, for example, to step up into the middle, to roughen things up a little bit for them. They lacked those. The guys who were there were a little bit too soft. They got injured a lot. Kudus, after a couple of tackles, was being careful. The same with all the other guys in the middle of the park.
The typical African football.
Yes, they saw it, and last time I was saying this is a Ghana team in transition. They are going to meet all kinds of opposition. It depends on how they respond to it. Hopefully, they would have learned lessons from this game, and in subsequent games, we will see that come into action. You know what? African football is physical. You have to get physical. You have to match madness with craziness. That's how to go about African football. On the balance of play, Ghana edged it, in my opinion, even though the game ended 1-1. If points were to be awarded for effort, Ghana would have taken the day.
As expected, though.
As expected, but the Central Africans also, especially after they got their goal, they had confidence to come at Ghana again, which goes back to what I said about you not taking your chances when you have them. What you do is you allow the opposition to come back into the game, and once they get that confidence, in fact, the goal. Okay, let me paint the picture for you. The goal that led to the equalizer was a breakdown in the middle of the park. I think it was Mensah or somebody who wanted to pass, but because he saw a tackle coming, he wanted to quickly release the ball. Unfortunately, he gave the ball away. The guy that got the ball did a one-time pass to the Namadanga or whatever the guy's name is. He took on the central defender 1-2 and released the shot that no keeper will be blamed for not stopping. No keeper.
Not even Thibaut Courtois.
No, you won't blame Courtois or whoever. Even the guy, you won't blame him for not stopping that goal. So for me, it boils down to a lack of physicality. Ghana are known to be the Brazilian of African football. But you know what? At a point, you have to infuse the Dunga, the Ramirez, all these dirty players. You have to infuse Brazil have to infuse them into their game because they weren't getting anywhere fast. That's what Ghana should learn to do. They should learn to infuse iron into their game. And by iron, I mean bringing in players with that physical presence.
Let's talk about Mohamed Kudus. He had a very, not that challenging though, season with Ajax. He had a lot of injuries, and he didn't play as many games as he would have wanted to.
Play.
He did. He scored the first game for Ghana against Madagascar. He also got the goal for Ghana away to Central African Republic. That's one. Then two. Let's look at the goalkeeping department. We have Lawrence Atizigi. We were expecting Walakot to be in goal, but we still don't know why Autoado took that decision. But let's look at the performance of the goalkeeper. Were you impressed? And talk about Mohamed Kudus as well.
As a matter of fact, the goalkeeper pleasantly surprised me. When I saw the lineup, I was like, whoa, what happened? Why is Walakot not in goal?
And you're playing an away game.
And you're playing an away game. You needed somebody with his experience. But you know what? The other guy that stood in also did himself a whole lot of credit. If I were the goalkeeper, if I were the coach, I would still be looking at his direction in subsequent games. As a matter of fact, CAR should have gone ahead. I think in the 16th minute, they had a breakthrough that went to the left flank, a pull out that he tipped with his fingertip that could have gone to the opponent, who would just do a simple tapping. So that didn't happen. He did well. Like I said, the goal cannot be attributed to any fault of it. And for Kudus is a youngster who is so exciting. But it's also a kind of player who needs space in order to thrive. I saw that in the way he took his goal. There was a very swift interchange of passes between him, Osman Bakari, and I think Afena.
I was going to talk about those three.
Yeah, the three of them, there was this sharp interplay of passes. And he took his time, created space, acres of space in that tight place, and put the ball he called the shot beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. So for me, it is not every day that you get those spaces. If the Central African Republic were a little bit more discerning, they will quickly shut down all those spaces. I'm saying all of this because as time goes on, the level of opposition will be higher, will be tougher. So he needs to bring dimensions to his game that will mean that he's not able to be shackled. But all in all, he did well. I'm impressed.
Let's quickly mention that the goalkeeper, Lawrence Atizigi, keeps for FC Golen in Switzerland. Kale, let's talk about these three guys. I think they are the future of Ghanaian, the forward of Ghanaian football. Those three guys, Osman Bukari, Afena Gande, of course, as well as Mohamed Kudus.
Maybe if you put it that way, I will agree with you. But they still need the running, the tirelessness of a Jordan Ayew. It was sorely missed because at the point.
Otoado particularly singled in for praise in the first game against Madagascar.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I remember during the countdown to the World Cup qualifier. I said he doesn't score too many goals, but what he brings to the team is tireless running. He keeps the central defenders on their feet. He's the kind of player that central defenders don't like.
Because you ask yourself, how does he even get games week in, week out for Crystal Palace?
That's the point, because of his energy. That's what he brings to the team. Yesterday, on Sunday against CAR, I saw a team, a Central African Republic defense that became very confident as the game wore on, because there was nobody to disturb them. I think in the days ahead, we are going to see a lot more of Jordan Ayew in this team, because we need his tireless running. Seriously, it is something that is lacking up front. He will not score too many goals, but he will create the chances for others to score. Ghana are still lacking a top man. A top striker, they are still lacking. I think again is a potential, like you said. His future lies ahead of him. But we need somebody who is in the immediate future, who is
more established, kind of more experienced,
who will get 3 chances and score 1.
Yeah.
Not somebody who needs like 5, 6 to get a shot on target. I think Ghana has huge potential, but Ghana needs somebody like yesterday.
Especially if you're heading to the World Cup.
Yes, going to the World Cup. But let me quickly also say something that I also have a little bit of a problem with Autoado. During the World Cup countdown, I'm still going to refer to it. We said the strength of this Ghana team is in their midfield. He failed to capitalize on that in Bangui, because I saw, probably because of injury and whatever, I think a midfield of Andre Ayew, what's his name now, Partey, will infuse steel and fluidity into your team. It shows it will carry your team. When the attackers are not able to score, like we saw in Nigeria,
they will step in and do the job.
Will pop up and do the job. That's what we didn't see against CAR. But you know what? There are still a lot of games before the World Cup. So hopefully things will get better.
And of course, our heart goes out to Gideon Mensah, the young leg back. He sustained a very nasty injury in that game. He had a collision, so he was quickly rushed to a nearby health center. We hope that is fine now, and we wish him quick recovery right here on Nigeria Superfans Forum. Kadi, let's talk about. We've talked about Mohamed Salisu a lot,
yes,
the Southampton defender. If, as a matter of fact, statistics from the Premier League shows that he had the highest interception in the just concluded season. To tell you how important or how good he is. Ghana officials, football officials have been trying to, even those not even the GFA, they've been trying to convince him to change his mind about playing for the Black Stars. And I think the headway is almost here. We're talking about a Ghana FA boss called Okraku has confirmed that Salisu has ascertained that Salisu will play for the Black Stars. Last week there were news that was going to do so, but there was no time. But now it seems we might be heading to the World Cup with Ghana.
I think this is a teachable moment for Ghana and African football officials, that you do not use and dump players. Salisu, while all this was going on, I told you, I said, this boy has a lot to complain about. And he had a case. You do not use and dump players. And that's what he has. Hopefully, his case now will be a springboard for others to be treated better. If a player comes on international duty, what he does is he puts his place in his club side at stake. If he now comes and sustains injury, the least you can do is check up on him, know how he's faring. Sometimes these players don't even need you to upset their hospital bills. They just want you to show that we care for you, we appreciate where you have been, where you are now, and we can't wait to have you back. You know what? When you're on your sick bed, that means a lot to you, even more than those who throw money at you. That's what this boy has said. And I hope Ghana FA officials have had the message. They've done their best to get him back. And I'm very, very happy that he has seen the reason why he should come back. It's a win-win for everybody. He has gotten what he wants to send the message. He has sent that message, and hopefully the GFA, they have also gotten the message now, and they will treat other players better than they
I was going to say, is it a lesson from the Alfred Duncan situation?
Not really.
Because if your best player who play in Europe are turning their back
on you, there's something you are not doing right.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will learn from the Alfred Duncan issue. Although from feedbacks that I've gotten, they say Alfred Duncan also had his reason why he turned down the offer, the invitation to come and play for them during the World Cup qualifier playoff against Nigeria. See, players have a lot of grudges against you. This is their day job. They don't have another job to fall back on. So they want to protect it at all costs. You should offer support service. That's what they ask for. And I'm happy that reason has prevailed in this case now. Mohamed Salisu will get to play for the Black Stars. The FA, they have their players. The player has sent a note of intent to them, and they will treat other players now better than they've done so far.
I saw a Facebook post that Coach Okraku posted on Facebook with Mohamed Salisu. He was smiling. I mean, Mohamed Salisu was smiling, and it was nice to see that. It means that maybe the heart has finally melted.
It actually is. It's nice to see.
And Okraku, he wrote just a small post. He said, "Great seeing you with a big smile. Proud son of the land who is proud to give back what football has given him. Ready to serve and looking forward to our common future with all the positive energy in you. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong." He wrote on Facebook.
Yeah, the good thing about him coming back into the team is with his experience, with his talent and everything, we want to see him pairing somebody like Daniel Amate. It will remind you of the days of...
Then why are you putting my mind on that?
No. He gives the coach options. He could decide to go with a 3-man defense and play 2 wing backs. Those will be the 3 top defenders. He could decide to go with 2 of them. There will be 1 backup on the bench.
But tell Ado not to bench my man.
Well, if it's in the interest of the team, so be it. But what I'm happy about is the fact that this gives them potentials. It shows that they have players of contrasting talent. You have Daniel Amate, who is a bull, and you have Salisu, who is much more elegant. That
defense is going to be watertight.
Yes, with much more elegant. It reminds you of the days of what do you call it? Uche Okechukwu and Taribo West in the heart of Nigerian defense. Taribo is the bull in the China shop who is ready to muzzle everybody. Uche Okechukwu is the elegant one, giant, but he does his
freestyle on the ball.
Yes, he does his things
confident on the ball
with finesse. So for me, I think it's a good one for Ghana, and I can't wait to see the 2 of them in the heart of defense.
Okay, so the GFA held a meeting with Salisu early in May in Southampton, and this meeting is like a follow-up to that, and I think it's almost done and dusted now. So if you saw, as our fans from Ghana, if you saw Salisu as named in the roster for the 2022 World Cup, please don't be surprised. Let's quickly go on the break now. We'll come back to talk about the Black Maidens. Well, shockingly, I would say I was shocked that they lost the World Cup ticket to Morocco over the weekend. No one saw that coming. They had a 2-goal lead going into that game in Morocco, and unfortunately they lost. But they are putting forward a complaint. Well, I don't know if CAF or FIFA will listen to that, but we'll be back to talk about those. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Super Fans. Of course, today we'll be looking at Ghanaian football, so to say. We've looked at the Black Stars of Ghana. We've looked at their 2 games in the qualifiers for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Cote d'Ivoire next year. And of course, we've looked at the issue of Mohamed Salisu. He's almost home now. Let's put it down. He's almost home now to play for the Black Stars. But Kyle, let's look at the Black Maidens. Like I said before we went on that break, I didn't see that coming. I remember in one of our editions, you talked about this North African teams coming up in women's football. You mentioned Morocco particularly. Exactly. I think I remember that. Exactly. I remember that. Exactly. And again, they picked the Black Maidens. I didn't see that coming. They took a 2-goal lead to that game. Exactly. And they won 4-2 on penalties, Coyote. I was even wondering which leg did they even shoot those kids, Coyote?
You are now being very, very unkind.
No. I'm just, a country that is still not, that football is still not very acceptable for women.
No, that's what you think. I'm very happy you brought back memories of what our previous discussion on this. You see, the early settlers in women football in Africa, Nigeria and Ghana, we were the leading lights of football.
That's why I was shocked.
Unfortunately, we have not made as much progress as others, those chasing us. South Africa, Morocco, even Egypt. Shockingly, the North Africans that you would think because of religion and everything that they will not be receptive to women football. They are doing very, very well now. South Africa is coming up strongly. Cameroon, they've always been a pain in our neck. And you're talking about Ghana alone. Nigeria barely scraped through against Ethiopia. Thank God to the one in victory away. They played a goalless draw with Nigeria here. Yeah. Fine, the Flamingos, that's the Nigerian team, they've done well all through the qualifiers. But all that wouldn't have mattered if they had lost this last ordeal. So it shows you that those who are pursuing you are not resting. So that means you also cannot rest.
You taking the lead.
Yes, Ghana will go and they will learn from this. Taking a 2-goal lead anywhere should be an advantage, especially when you are Ghana going to any other place. If you are taking a 2-goal lead to Nigeria in women football, you could lead like you don't know what's going to happen. But against Morocco, it shows that the Moroccans, forget whatever your complaints are. The fact that game went to penalties meant that when it comes to penalties, like I'm always quick to tell you about.
Anybody's game.
My youth coach when I was growing up playing youth football, it would say, it would say once it comes to penalty, God has abandoned both teams. It is now left to you. So at that point, it is not about officials being partial or whatever. It is left for you and luck, of course, sometimes. It's not about how good you are with penalties. So for me, Ghana will learn from this. It's a teachable moment for them. They will learn that women football is not waiting. It is not. You can imagine these Moroccan girls now, they are still under 17 now, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years' time. They will grow.
They are kept together.
They are kept together.
Potential African women champion.
Where are we? What's the state of Ghanaian Women Football League? What's the state of Nigerian Women Football League? Compare it with South Africa? South Africa now, you know that they are very happy that they've been grouped with Nigeria in the coming AFCON. I think it's
but I think it's good for development of women football in the continent.
Yeah, because gone are the days when we hear cricket scores like 10-0, 7-0. That is not normal.
When you see Nigeria even win the African Women Championship for 3-4 editions.
So for me, I think it's good to see new names on the title. I want a new name. Actually, I hope Nigerians will not kill me for this. I want a new name. I want to measure how far we have gone with the development of the game in Africa. I want to see new names, although I won't want South Africa to win it at the expense of Nigeria.
Why? If they've done what they're
Noise will
supposed
be
to
out of this
do.
one.
But let's play read the tweet by the Black Maidens. They say our dressing room sprayed with chemicals and we had to sit outside through the break. I saw the pictures. The ladies were seated in the lobby, like in the corridor of their room. They couldn't go into the room at the break. And I saw like their coach talking to them and also some of the team officials talking to them.
What I thought would have mattered was when those incidents happened, you said that at the interval, they would have called the attention of the match commissioner, the fourth officials, the match officials.
Maybe they did. They just told them, okay.
Hold on. That's what they would do. That we are going to play this game under protest. That will make the protest look more believable. But if you do not do that, and you just come up, people will think it's an afterthought after you have been defeated. That will this have come up if you had gone ahead to win? So some of these things, you have to know how to play football and know how to play the politics of football. We are learning. And when I say we, I mean Sub-Saharan Africa and Nigeria.
They are learning from where these other Africans.
Yes.
Their club football, they are the king of politics when it comes to club football.
They know the politics and they know the game. We think we know the game, but the politics most times often trump the game. So you have to learn the football and also
learn both
and learn the politics. That's what Ghana failed to do here. You play under protest, you make it, you write a protest and you deliver it to the match come there and then that we are playing this game under protest. This is what has happened. Give them video and picture evidence. Make it so embarrassing for the opposition. You are not being violent.
But could they have abandoned the game at that point?
No, not abandoned. If you abandon the game, when the referee and the match commissioner ask you to go ahead, there are no immediate threat to life. Then you have made it easier for CAF to just award the game to the opposition. No, you play the game under protest. That's what they should have done.
Okay, Kyle, let's go to week 32 in the Ghana Premier League now. It's almost done and dusted. I'm talking about the season now, 2021-2022 season in that league. But, of course, trust, they are almost home and dry. I'm talking about Ashanti Kotoko Kayode.
Ashanti Kotoko won the league like that.
So they will be crowned this weekend.
At home. That will make
that for their fans going to be.
It is the best feeling ever. You being crowned champions in front of your fans. And you know what, Femi, they've done enough to deserve it. All through the season. Most goals, least number of goals conceded, highest goal scorer.
They have all the stats on their side.
All the stats. So it shows that they deserve the title.
But let's talk about this Frank Ubella Etoga. He scored his 21st goal over the weekend. It's awesome.
Yeah, I just hope he has gotten reward for it. Already called up to the I just hope he's able to replicate it next season. I don't want him to be a one-season wonder. There are a whole lot of them out there that you see they will do well this season. Next season they are not able to replicate that form. I hope he's able to do it. And when he finally makes
that big money, if he remains in the league.
Yes, I was about to say that once when he's about to make the big money move to Europe, I hope Kotoko benefits handsomely from it. Because that's the essence. They brought him into prominence. They should benefit from his move.
But it makes me sad as we're discussing this. Like we've said over time that our best, we should try as much as possible to keep our best.
It's not possible now. Let's not deceive ourselves. Our best players will come from Europe now, as it is now. Where my problem will be is when some of our best players now go to Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Femi. That's a tragedy.
Even Cyprus for me.
Yeah, those are tragic. Going to Europe, mainland Europe, going to the big teams, even if they are not the big teams, going to the big leagues can rub up on them, make them better players. When they go to Cambodia, go to Cyprus, we have a player who scored almost 90 something goals in the Cyprus league, and I was like, as for me, there's nothing. You could have done better in the Nigerian league.
But Kyle, before we go to the result, I've always thought to myself that if we also try to make our league in Africa as attractive as, if not what is obtainable in Europe, close to. Do you think these guys will still stay, Kyle?
Yes,
because some of them will have the psychological prestige of playing in Europe.
No, they will. It has been done. It is being done in South Africa and North Africa. South African players, how many of them do you see go abroad? North African players, even when they go abroad, they are quick to come back home. When they are done with Europe, they are happy to come back and retire at home. It shows that they have something to fall back on. But as it is now, the league in West Africa, without exception, they are nothing to write home about.
Even MPFL?
Yes. especially MPFL.
Especially.
Yes, especially MPFL. They have yet, although when you look at it, we have some foreigners playing in the Nigerian league, but they are doing that because they do not have better options. Even the Nigerian players playing in the Nigerian league, the moment they have a chance to go to Azerbaijan, they are off.
They even go to North Africa.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan is even in Europe.
North Africa, the standard is higher, the pay is better. Few years back, I had a player who had the chance to go to. I was fully involved in the player who had the chance to move to Angola. I still have the contract.
There's a lot of oil money.
I still have the contract for me. I'm going to share it with you after this program. The kind of money that they were planning to pay this boy blew my mind. Very few countries in Europe will even pay that kind of money. Angola. I will show you the contract paper.
Okay, but look at that. The league is not even as prestigious as the Nigerian Professional Football League.
Well, because the pay is
maybe
better.
Maybe if you mention the likes of maybe Petra and the rest of them.
Because the pay is better, players are going there. A lot of players are going there. One of the best players currently in the Angolan league is a Nigerian. He's one of their highest paid players too. But you know what? How many people you don't even know about him?
The week 32 of the Ghanaian Premier League, like we said, is almost done and dusted now. Accra Lions, of course, they defeated Berekum Chelsea 2-0. 11 Wonders played 0-0 at home to Legon Cities. Unfortunately for Ashanti Gold, well, I think they are already prepared to go back to to Division 1 at the end of the season. They lost 1-0 to Dreams. Beckham United defeated Edwana Stars 1-0. Bibiani Gold Stars, they lost 3-4 at home to Wafa. And of course, the game we just talked about, Ashanti Kotoko defeated the Great Olympics away from 1-0. And Elmina Sharks, I've never seen where a Sharks get drowned in the ocean. But I think this Elmina Sharks.
You are being sarcastic.
This Elmina Sharks.
When you finally go to Ghana,
I think they are afraid of water. They are the kind of shark that they are
afraid
of
water.
water.
When you go to Ghana, they will take you to the beach. There's the Lababi beach.
They are already relegated. They are already relegated.
And you go there now. When you go to the beach, there's a Lababi beach in Ghana. When you go there, the sharks there will be waiting for you.
Those ones, they are already drowned already. They lost at home to Medema, and the Karela United defeated Red Tamale United. This team 5-1, and of course King Faisal. As of folk, unfortunately,
those are the two results.
I hope it's not the effect of the flu that broke out.
I also hope too.
Perhaps
those are the two results that broke my heart.
The spiraling effect.
RTU losing 5-1 is
scandalous.
Scandalous. Then out of Oaks, I thought they were going to keep the momentum on Beckham. Beckham are doing everything right. They won their game. You lose. That means you are losing ground on them.
Yeah.
Well, like I also said the last time, if Beckham win it would mean they deserve to win the second spot. I mean, Qatar has run away with the title, but second spot is also very important. So if Beckham takes it, fine. That means we are seeing the new kings of Ghana football.
So, as of folk, they still have a game at hand, but 10 points now between Ashanti Kotoko and Beckham United.
No, that one is
it's home and dry. Okay, Kade, let's talk about Ghana's Four Nation tournament before we run out of the studio. We're already getting signals. What do you expect now? Otoado has played five games now?
4 games.
4 games now.
Yes.
I think by now it should have maybe a starting 11, a team that can represent Ghana well at the Four Nation tournament that will include Japan, Chile, and Tunisia. The tournament will be hosted by Japan on June 10.
No, honestly, my expectations is just go there and see the players again in 3 games. That's my expectation. I'm not expecting them. If they win, it will just be a bonus. For me, it's not about winning the tournament because there are no prizes for winning. It will just fine. It will boost morale, but for me, it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is you have the opportunity to see other players apart from the ones you've seen before. Then this is the end of the season, a grueling European season. Most of the players are tired. They just want to go on break. They want to go on holidays. But you know what? If, like I said, this is a preparation towards the World Cup, all of these players will hide their tiredness, they will hide the injuries that they've sustained because they want to be in the good books of the coach. I don't expect them to give 100% in this tournament because, like I said, fatigue has set in already. Then everybody will be careful too. Injuries, they will be careful. But all in all, I want a good game. They are playing against Japan, Chile, and Tunisia. These are teams in their weight category.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no big
superpower.
boys.
No, there are teams in their weight category. Tunisia are African opponents. They've known each other. Japan, the host team, Japan are also not new to African opposition. They played Nigeria a couple of times. And Chile, they are South American powers, but then they are not Brazil. They are not Argentina.
Ghana is also an African power in
God
African
bless
football.
you. Ghana is also an African power too. So for me, these are teams in your weight category that you should be able to play and give your best. But like I said, if they do not win, I do not have a problem with not winning. But I want everybody to give their best going into this tournament. Leave it out on the pitch there. You have done your best. Then make it difficult for the coach to drop you. That's my advice to the players now. Make it difficult. You know, it's very easy for a player to make it difficult for a coach to drop in. If you do well consistently, and he's having other thoughts, he will not be, I want Femi. Calde is also doing well. I want Femi. He wants Femi, but he cannot drop Calde.
Yeah.
That's
a difficult situation.
That's just what I expect.
But Calde, I really feel for these players, like you said, as we close now, because their next African qualifier will be in September.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
They'll be going away before coming back home in the reverse fixture of that particular game. And between there or before then, the European season will have started.
Yes.
And 2 months after that September, the World Cup is already here.
Yeah, there will be a break for.
And within that, the European season will have been suspended.
Yes.
How are they going to cope with all this kind of thing? I saw in the UEFA Nations League in Europe, I saw players showing signs of fatigue on the pitch.
Of course, now Femi, it has to show. 9 months football.
It's not the best time to be a footballer.
It's not. No, I don't mind the money.
What about the injury?
No, that's part of the game. You can even have injuries in the studio, yeah. So that's part of the game. I don't mind the money. With that kind of money, bring on the injuries. I'll take the injuries for 300,000 pounds a week. I'll take the injury.
I thought I love money, but I think I really love money more than I do.
I do.
Thanks for coming.
Always a pleasure, my brother.
And for you out there, please don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Your comments. Thank you very much. We'll have barrages of comments. Please keep them coming, but don't forget to indicate where you are reaching us from. Click on the like button, like I said. Share our videos, whatever you want us to talk about, maybe happening in your country as regards football. Please bring it to our notice, and you can be rest assured that we'll give it the due attention right here. And watch out for every other thing as far as football is concerned. Transfers of a big African football stars. We are hearing that feeders telling us that Sadio Mane has retracted his comment about leaving Liverpool. That's quite funny, but in the coming days we'll bring you closer to the action as far as transfer is concerned in African footballers. Until we come your way again, my name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu. I say have a fantastic football off season for yourself. Bye for now.